Hello everyone, this is Etsy Shadow, and in this video I'm going to demonstrate that how you can use the tool Auto Recon, and also I'll be doing the result analysis to know that what are the findings of this tool. So let's get started. So Auto Recon is a tool developed by Tiberius, and it is mainly intended to automate the initial phase of a penetration test, that is reconnaissance phase, and it's fairly useful when it comes to time bound pen test. Although auto recon is a lot easy to use, however there are some options available for us. Let's look into it. So first option is -t, that is used to specify a target file. So if you are trying to pen test multiple targets or multiple IPs, then you can simply put them in a file and use this option to go through all the targets one by one. Second two option, that is CT and CS. So they are related to the bandwidth of your system, like how strong your system is. So if you do not have a very good configuration of PC, then you should keep these numbers low to make sure that it is balanced and not hurting your system. However, if you have a decent configuration, then you can increase these numbers to get optimal results. So we only have to look into these options for now, and if you wish to start a scan with auto recon, you simply have to type auto recon and then take the IP address of the target. For example, it's this here. We are using anonymous machine from TryHackMe. Simply paste it, and as soon as you hit enter, this will run the scan. So it's very logical to say that the scan is going to take some time because it's runs a lot of logic. So I have already ran the scan to not waste the time. Let's see what it does. So initially auto recon runs a nmap scan, a different concurrent set of nmap scan, because the very first thing the we should know is open ports. So definitely, and after doing that, depending upon the open ports and the services that are running on those ports, it's going to go through its logic tree and perform upcoming operations. For example, as you can see, we have found FTP 21 port open here. So you will see that auto recon is going to launch some of the other tools or other utilities related to the SSL or FTP port, like the, as you can see, FTP 21. So it's going to run the SSL scan and nmap FTP. So these are different type of scans related to those ports, and if it gets any further findings, so it will go through the logic tree that it has, and this is how auto recon works. So this is the real-time scan result that pops up on your screen when you are performing the scan. And as you can see, let me just zoom it a little bit. It took 14 minutes and 44 seconds to finish the scan. So yeah, it's a large amount of time. However, if we look at the results, so results are really great. So now we are going to talk about the most important part of auto recon, that is result analysis. So auto recon creates a folder called result wherever you try to run this tool. In case it is my root directory, so it has created a folder with result name, and then there will be a subfolder with the name of the target. So to best view the result of this tool, I will suggest you to go with a great text editor such as Cherry Tree or Atom. But in my case, I have this Visual Studio Code that works fine as well. All you need to do is go on File and then click on the Open folder, and then you can simply choose the result folder. And as you can see, in the result folder we have various subfolders that shows the result of the current scan that we did. So in our case, we have this 10.10.107.95. So there are four subfolders. First one is exploit, second one is loot, third one is report, and fourth one is scan. So this AutoRecon tool automatically makes the arrangement thing very feasible. Like if you are working on a target and you have completed the scan, you can simply put the further findings that has to be mostly exploits on this folder to keep things arranged. So mostly these three folders are empty in most of the cases. You can also see the report. So it is following the CTF style for having local.txt and proof.txt. You must be knowing that what we are talking about. This also has a screenshots folder. So if you have any screenshot, you can simply keep it here. So keeping things organized is a big advantage of AutoRecon. It will keep everything organized all by itself. All you need to do is just follow the directories that it has created. Now coming to the most important part, that is scans. So we are going to look into some of the most crucial type of scans that leads to some other scans. First one is the commands.log that we are seeing right now. So in commands.log, it's going to tell us that what exact command it ran. So in case if you are confused that how these result came, you can simply go through these commands. This will also help you in your learning part that how actually it's doing that. And after that we have full TCP nmap scan. That is definitely important. As you can see, it will first tell you the command that it used to run the scan. It's here, we can simply see that the nmap -vv -reason. So it will tell you that, and after that you can see it's giving us detailed results like port 21 open, that is running FTP and the version of it. Moving on, the port 22 is open, port 139, port 445, that is SMB, is open. It's going to tell you a lot more things, but besides from that, with these results, it's going to, as I already told you, follow the logic tree that it has. The next thing that it does, it gives us manual commands. So there are many things that are beyond the scope of this tool and that can be only done manually, or if they are done manually, it goes better. So it will suggest you that what commands you can run to get better results. So this is also a plus point, that it gives you more homework to do. It gives you more scope of findings. Now coming to the patterns, if it finds any kind of pattern in this target, it's going to tell you here. For example, in the current target, it found that there is a 21 FTP port open and there is anonymous FTP enabled. So according to AutoRecon, this is a sort of pattern and that's why it detected it. Now this is the quick TCP nmap scan that quickly tells you that what ports are open. So it's actually a subset of this full TCP nmap scan, so we can simply ignore this. But to give real-time result that we saw here, like what ports are open, it runs this quick TCP nmap scan. Now UDP is also important because in many cases while we are doing the manual pen test, we forget testing or looking for UDP ports, and sometimes it causes a lot of missed targets, a lot of missed points. So it's default for AutoRecon to perform the UDP scan. As you can see, here is the result, and there is a port 137 open that says NetBIOS NS. So in this case, that the target we are using right now, one UDP port is open that usually normally we ignore. So this is also a plus point for it. Now coming to the next thing, that is enum for Linux. So there is a reason why enum for Linux tool was ran here. We have seen the result and we know that SMB port is open. You can see it right here. The SMB port is found open. Yeah, there we go. So since SMB port is open, so it is very usual for even you to run enum for Linux script. So that's why AutoRecon did it too, and you can simply see the result of enum for Linux. As you can see, there are some known usernames here that found, and there are some shares. The full results of enum for Linux, that is mostly used for SMB enumeration, is in front of you. Now coming to the next part, that is NBT scan. So as we saw that the NetBIOS SSN port was also open, so it is very normal for AutoRecon to use its logic tree and run this scan. So I guess at this point you must be getting familiar with how AutoRecon works. It basically runs nmap scan at first, and based on that result it's going to link up with more and more resources and tool that would be useful. As you can see, it also ran the SMB client command, and here are the results. There are total 3 share. First one is Sprint, then the second one is Pix, and third one is IPC. I think this Pix share is juicy in my thoughts, and I do not have to run any kind of additional command to find that. AutoRecon did it for me. Although it does not takes a lot of time. However, if you forget to run it, then it's going to be a problem. Now there are few more results regarding this SMB, that is SMB execute command. SMB map list contents is going to list all the content of the shares that it has. Like what you usually do is connect with SMB client to look at what are the contents of a particular share. So it's going to do it for you, so it will save a lot of time. Now it's also going to tell you the permissions, like if you can read it or write it, or you have any kind of access to it or not. This is also going to save a lot of your time. Now apart from that, it also goes port by port. Like as you can see, we found a pattern here, that is 21 TCP port, that is for FTP. So it ran that particular script made for that, and as you can see that we have found FTP server status, more precise information, more detailed information on the FTP, that is anonymous FTP login is allowed, and there is some directory running out there, that is scripts. So I think if you just combine those two things, the first one being the SMB, we have a SMB share, and the second one being this open anonymous FTP, I think there is some connection, and if you go through you will find out the result. Although that is not part of this video, but still this is kind of analysis we are expecting. Like we have to connect the dots and finally exploit the system. And same goes for the 22 SSH port. It did some detailed scanning on that and found some result that what kind of SSH service is running, what versions are there, and more detail on that. As you can see, it used a lot of inbuilt nmap scripts for that. So many times we also do this. If we find some juicy port, we try to run some extra scripts with nmap, but in case of AutoRecon, it will do it automatically for you. Same goes for 139 SMB, 445 SMB, and 137, that is NetBIOS SSN. So this could be a small chunk of result when it comes to result analysis. You could find a larger result when more ports are open. So don't think that this is the end. The analysis part, you have to understand the logic behind AutoRecon's working that I already explained you, and this is pretty much for the video. So if you have any doubts regarding AutoRecon, if you are facing any issues like you're having problem in installation or you're having problem running it, then you can simply ask me in the comments below and I'll be happy to solve your queries. So this is pretty much it. Thanks for watching.